this live. Showing me what I want to see. I'm so confused. So confused. Man, oh man. Oh, I need to change shoes. There we go. I think that's how you spell it. Come on, save. There's the up close you guys wanted to know. Wanted to see while I'm doing stuff. Okay, so we're good there, we're good there, we're good there. Okay, I gotta go pee. I have to pee so bad. I have to pee. I need to find a hat. in shambles, everybody, because I thought I was ready to go, and I'm not. Didn't have my watch on. Didn't have a hat. I still don't have a good hat. I'm wearing an old army fleece hat. This is like old school. This is from like 2000 and when did I think 2005, 2006 or something like that. Okay, we're gonna try and not freeze. It's like 36 degrees outside, so it's not too bad, but I don't know. I'm really tired, so I'm not even like ready for this. Oh man, I am so tired because I did not sleep well last night. Gosh dang it, I forgot to do this. Oh no, I did. Yes, I remembered to do it. Okay, well let's get going, I guess. And where are we at here? Because I am like almost 10 minutes into this and I haven't done anything yet. Do I need my sunglasses? It's hard to tell. I'm not gonna wear them. Might regret this decision, but we're gonna get going. Do 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 do. Oh, I need keys. Wow, not a big deal. Okay, well, let's get going. We're not going to push it too hard, but after yesterday's run, I've never had problems with my left Achilles. It is actually a little bit sore, like it's on the verge of getting inflamed, which is weird. But I do know that, I've been having issues with my left hamstring, That's what I injured at UTMB. So, and that is linked to a lot of, like, all the way down to Achilles issues. So, man, it is way chillier out here than I thought it was. Wow, they're still doing stuff out here. I wonder what they had to do. Whew. Man, it's chilly. Chilly, chilly. Let's do that. Watch is still not started. Live a lot later than I want to be. I should drive down to Bozeman to get my mail because I haven't been there for a month, and I know I have 2 boxes waiting for me. One box with some audio equipment in it. Another box, I don't even remember what's in it. I just remember it showed up like maybe 3 days after I left, so it's been sitting there a while. But we'll let this guy go and then we'll cross. Okay, I probably should have grabbed the sunglasses, because now that I see that I was looking off this direction where you can see all the clouds, but now that I can see the horizon over here, there is no clouds. Oh, this uphill. So we got about it's less than half of a mile to the trailhead. Maybe a third of a mile. It's a little over a quarter mile. Less than half a mile. Oh, there's the puppers. Hey, puppers. Whew, I haven't seen my breath for a long time. Actually, that's a lie. I can see my breath the last 2 mornings at up on North Rim, Kaibon Plateau. Before we left to come here, it was chilly. Running vest. I feel naked, but that's okay. Hopefully it's not too icy. One of my friends has been running the mountain here this last week. Because I'm going to go up Powerline, but she's been not doing Powerline, which tells me that it may be too icy. I guess we'll find out. I don't have any traction on it, so we will. Hope for the best. I mean, I'm wearing trail shoes, but I mean, it doesn't look icy, or it doesn't look snowy, so it's just a matter of if the trails were wet, as cold as it is, it would be icy. Oh, and This is a hill. Going up to the trailhead is a climb. Like, it's a climb for my van. Going in on the road, I usually have to drop it down a gear manually because it struggles. Well, my van's weird because it doesn't like to downshift when it should, like when it's supposed to, until it gets past a certain point, and then it like downshifts like 3 gears, just slams down. Feels like you're gonna break an axle or something for a drive shaft. I'm not warmed up yet. Climbing a hill is tough. I mean, we've gone, I guess it is going to be about a half a mile to the trailhead here. But we've already gone 160 feet of elevation, of vert. So that tells you how steep it is, given that we went, 3 blocks or so where there was no climb. We're still climbing. We're probably going to get about 250 just going from my place to the trailhead here. There's nobody at the trailhead, it looks like. Maybe a couple of cars. I see a truck and a car. I don't see anybody else yet. Usually it is packed, especially on a day like today. Why do I keep moving the camera up, and for some reason the gimbal keeps shining it down. It's like, just stay where I put you. Oh. Well, I haven't done a lot of vert since the race. I did 2 days worth, 2 days of vert down in, and it wasn't a lot, down in Tucson. I could feel it. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 vehicles. One guy's parked backwards. He backed in on a one-way. How do you even do that? Oh, it looks like there might be another vehicle hidden there too. But usually this place is like just packed. How do you back in on a one-way? Like, how did you even get turned that direction? That makes 0 sense. And of course, as a Jeep owner, for all you Jeep owners out there, yeah, there is a little red car there. Thought there was a little Prius, it looks like. Oh, there's a blue car too. I didn't even see that one. Huh. Like, really? How do you back in on a one-way? And it's a very obvious one-way too. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, see, there is 0 clouds in the sky up here. So this is what I could see out my window. So that's how I was like, I probably don't need my sunglasses. Yep. There is not a cloud in the sky over for the next, probably, well, I'll be able to tell better once we get on top of the mountain, but at least for another hour. And this should not take us an hour. Oh. So we haven't even gone 2/3 of a mile yet, and I'm over 300 feet of vert. I didn't look at the parking lot, but that easily would be about 250 just to the trailhead from my house, and a little over, actually probably right at half a mile. Oh. My heart is beating, and now I'm actually starting to sweat. And I was cold when we started. Oh, why does it keep going down? I keep moving the camera up so you can see up the trail, and the gimbal keeps pointing down without me touching anything or doing anything. Perpetual Riz, hey, thank you so much for the follow. Oh man, we are climbing. Okay, my calf muscles are burning. Here I had hopes that I was going to be fit enough to run a part of this, even though I know it's really steep and I've never actually ran up the whole thing. But I had hopes I'd be able to run part of it. Not even close. Yeah, hello. Hello, Perpetual Riz. Man. Okay, I'm starting to sweat now. I'm not even dressed that warm. You'd never know it's 37 degrees out. Oh, this is steep. Oh, man. The ground is down here. I can still feel it's a little bit frozen underneath. It's like a soft mud. Not really mud, but it's like a clay. Everything here is clay. Oh man, my heart is going bump really fast right now. But this is my first vert, really. I mean, I don't know, I guess I was in Black Canyon. I did climb that one ridge, which would be about the same as this. But I just took my time on that. And it was long, like where this is less than a mile with about 1,300 feet of vert. That was about 3 miles with a little less vert. I think that was only about 1,100 feet. So, I'm doing pretty good. I did not feel like going for a run this morning, but I am out here no matter what. Oh. Even though I'm not running right now, I am power hiking. Oh, there's the puppers. He's on a mission. On a mission. Probably can see the vehicle. He's like, I'm on my way. On his way. That puppers was on a mission. Yeah. Oh, calf muscles are burning. Doggy. Yeah. Place looks majestic. It's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still, because this is technically a city park overlooking Helena, and I'm pretty sure it is still the world's largest city park. I mean, it's this whole mountain, as well as part of the adjacent area. Morning. When I would guess and say that as clear as the sky is in front of me, we can probably see the Continental Divide from here. It's only about 10 miles away. It is so I do this mountain a lot this time of year because it's a little bit lower. It's not as high as the surrounding mountains. So it's usually not as snowy and icy as a lot of the other areas. Because there's down by Bozeman where I run a lot is completely snow-packed, but those mountains are also about 3,000 feet higher than here. And even the Elkhorns, which I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys because that's pointing at the sun, but there's quite a bit of snow on the Elkhorns. North Mountains, I don't see any snow up there, so I probably could go for a run maybe next week up there. Oh, you never know, because this week is highs are pretty much in the mid 40s all week. Lows are in the low to mid 20s, and then rain and snow off and on throughout the week. So who knows what it's gonna be later on. It's not necessarily hard to run in the snow. Like going up a hill like this, you have to have really good traction. But if you're on flat trails or even sidewalks, streets, whatever, if you have a good pair of trail shoes, and you just take your time, not push it. You're not out there trying to break any speed records. The footing is pretty good. You won't slip and fall and lose your balance or whatever. But like as steep as this trail is, if it was snowy and icy, I'd have micro spikes on right now. Or my old pair of catamounts where I screwed in sheet metal screws on the bottom of this hole to give myself traction. Whereas the snow's like deep, like I would compare it to like running in sand on a beach. It's a little bit tougher, makes you work because your feet, when you drive, your feet push back, an inch or so. But, I am sweating pretty good now. I'm going to take my hat off. Of course, then my ears are going to get cold. I need to find myself a good like scheduler app, I guess you could say, or task app or something, because I have so many things I need to get done and I keep forgetting about them because I don't have them listed anywhere or on anything to remind me. Like as far as like scheduling goes, I mean, I do use a lot of like Google calendars, but it's not as user friendly as I want to. Like the capabilities, I guess, of Google Calendar is not as robust and or simple as I would like. Plus, yeah, you can put tasks on there, but it's not easy to see them. So I don't know what exists out there, but I need to find something. You could use the Notes app on your phone. Can you? You can set reminders on the Notes app? I didn't know that. I'll have to look at that. Because I use Notes app for some things, but I've never tried using it for that. It's like I used to complain all the time too about I don't want to say this, not only like tracking, but also entering like training block stuff for myself and my athletes. It's like, you search for apps, that are good for that, and you can't find anything. So I was like, why has nobody made this? And then I was talking to a college cross-country coach last week, and he was like, there's been this app that we use, it's been out there for a long time. And I was like, why the hell can you not find this stuff? Like if you Google it, it's like all tight-lipped. Or if you go to the app store or something and you try and search it, it's not there, or it doesn't pop up anyways. But then you type in the actual app name to search for it, and it pops right up with lots of users using it. I need to hit the gym today, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. Especially if I drive down to Bozeman to get my mail, which has been there for a month. Oh, I might actually wait on that because I need to get my van serviced, so I might just get that scheduled for later this week and then just go. Then I'm only making one trip versus multiple trips. I'm trying to get my studio set up all the way. I did a little test stream last night to work through and try and get a lot of this stuff working. So it's coming together, but I still need to do a little bit of work. Like right now, it's actually one of my my actual streaming PC I have not had on because I needed to put a new power supply in it, which I finally did yesterday. Got it plugged in this morning and it hasn't been on for, I don't know, 8 or 9 months. So it might even be longer than that. Might be pushing a year. But it has been running updates for the last like 3 hours. Probably gets overshadowed by the apps that pay for advertising. Yeah, probably does. That's one thing I love when you go to the app store and it's like, I want, like you'll specifically search for like something, an app, and then the top two things that pop up, like you'll put in the actual name of the app and search for it, and the top 2 things in the list are not that app, and it's because they paid advertising to pop up on the top of the list. And then the app you want with the proper name and exact spelling, everything, is like 3rd or 4th on the list. It's like, come on, people. If I'm searching for that, why would, But it's the same thing. Like if you go onto Google and say you wanted to you Googled, where's my trail? Right there. There it is. I'm trying to think of an example. Like Shopify. I want to go to Shopify, so you type in Shopify in Google. Hit enter. And then the top thing that pops up is like Amazon. It's like, no, I said Shopify. And I love on TikTok here recently, like in the last week, I've been getting on my For You page, even though I've never looked at anything like this, I keep getting these I don't know, celebrities or something. I've never heard of 3/4 of these people to even know who they are. But it's like leaked photos. Go to this shopping app. I think it's like Temu or something like that to get my leaked photos. Or to get leaked photos, not their leaked photos. And it's like, I've never even gone to anything like that. So why are you popping up on my TikTok feed? Oh, now we're getting into the snow, so there is a little bit of snow and ice on this section of the trail. Whew, man. It is. Gonna get a little bit dicey on this last little section because it is, oh well, at least until we pop out onto the ridge line. But in this last little tree section where it's not only the steepest part of the trail, but it's also in the shade most of the time, might be a little dicey. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I don't even see any snow. That's weird. We had snow back there, but no snow up here. Although it is actually a little bit frozen still. A little bit slippery. But this section here, well, you can tell a lot of people have been slipping on the pine needles. But even if it's just muddy, it's almost impossible to get up. Oh. Plot Wizard visit with your phone. How are you doing? That's your organization. Yeah. Well, that's like I was getting ads because I don't have Spotify Premium. I need to get it because I could use it on stream more as long as I'm just streaming to Twitch. Like today, I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. But so I could play music on Twitch. I can't on YouTube. But speaking of which, I need to publish some VODs on Twitch. But anyways, I got like an advertisement on it the other day. Like, subscribe to Twitch Premium and you can have like up to 5 people or something like that on the account. And you'll also get like recommendations based upon your listening history. And I'm like, well, if there's 5 people on there and all 5 are listening to something else, how's that recommendation going to work? Like, or I don't even think he said 5 people. I think he said 5 devices or something like that. So it's like, you could, my taste in music, I listen to everything and whatever I'm in the mood for. So it would be so confused anyways. It's like right now I go to Spotify and like my, your mix number 1 or whatever. And it's like just weird stuff because it doesn't know how to categorize anything. Because I listen to EDM and alt rock and indie and old stuff and new stuff and hip hop and oh man. So the views are incredible, but I'm trying to get to the top before I show you guys. You can see the outline of the Elkhorns, but I can't tell if there's any snow. Well, I can see that there's snow, but you guys will not be able to see because of the glare of the sun right there, which is currently only halfway peeking through a high cloud. Oh yeah, you're right up here. Realistically okay, we made it to the top. There's the that high ridge line over there is the Continental Divide. But we're only a few miles away. So it just echoes over here. And you can see Helena is not that big of a town. You combine Helena proper, East Helena, which you can kind of make out over there, West Valley and North Valley, and you're talking maybe maybe 30,000 people. And then, it's an awesome view of here. I'll see if I can zoom into Sleeping Giant, the most famous mountain here. There we go. There's the Sleeping Giant. As you can tell, it looks like a giant sleeping on his back. And the very famous, just to the right of the Sleeping Giant, is Gates of the Mountains, which is famous when Lewis and Clark came through here. And then over here you got the military base right there. And all that area back behind is all range and land nav, mount courses, all sorts of stuff. And then there's a ski hill over way out there. You can't see it from here, but and then the Continental Divide up there. And then back here is my playground where I go and run, because you can run like down this ridge. That's called the Helena Ridge, and it goes all the way about 8 miles that way until you drop down to the other end of the trailhead, and you can get some pretty good vert going up and down. They're following the ridge line, and then you can jump off of that and go back in this other area, and just, I mean, you can get 50 miles of running in. And then that's Mount Ascension, and you're looking off at the higher mountains. Back in the background are the Elkhorns, and there's definitely snow up there. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but and then I love, like, in the North Mountains up here, I think it's actually called it's a wilderness area, but I don't remember what it's called. But I love running back in there, and it doesn't look like there's any snow, so I might have to try and hit that maybe this weekend. We'll see. But yeah. Yep. And there we go. Oh, and there's trails up there in the scratch gravel. Yeah, I love this because there's a lot of good areas to sit up on this rocky top, and it's crazy because usually there's a lot of people up here. I see an older guy over here, but he's turning around to go back down. There's like nobody up here. It's kind of crazy. Seems like a good place to just chill alone. It is, yeah. It's a good place to chill alone, but you very rarely get alone. There's usually so many people up here. That's why when we got to the trailhead, I was like, this is weird. There's like only 4 cars in the parking lot. Somebody went over to the Minor Summit because I see somebody coming down from there. I've actually never gone up there. But I can see that there's some snow in the back area here, so I'm not gonna go that way. I was thinking about doing Nessa's route, and if you don't know, Nessa was my training partner, my doggy, that passed away almost a year ago now, and she is actually buried at the base of that tree. Well, her ashes are scattered, I guess, and her air tag is still on her leash right there. But so she had her favorite route, which was to go up the way we came, and then we would run down the trail, and you'd go back in this little bowl area here, and then you'd come back around this direction, around the front side on the one of the lower trails, all the way back to the trailhead, which is way down there. But yeah, she wasn't that old. She just got sick, and then they never did figure out what caused it, and then she passed away within about a week and a half of getting sick. 2 emergency room visits, 3 visits to her normal vet, a specialist visit to a cardiologist because they thought like her heart was inflamed, so they thought maybe she was going through heart failure. They tested for a fungal infection because where we were at right before that is, I guess, prevalent for fungal. Like there's a fungal disease that'll affect both dogs and humans, but it's very prevalent in that area. The fungal titer came back after she had passed away, and it came back negative, so she didn't have that. But yeah, it's just crazy. Yep. But I'm excited. I have I'm number 1 on a wait list for a female puppers, which is the litter's supposed to be born anytime here in the next couple of weeks. And then so probably around middle of January, end of January is when I'll be able to pick the puppers up. I mean, if there's no, the last litter I was on that list too, but there was no females. I was going to get first pick of the males even, but I elected to wait. But I did tell the breeder that, because they still had a few weeks ago, well, probably a month ago now, we're taking prospect shafts down instead of going the back way. So this will be a little bit shorter, but it is incredibly rocky and technical on about the first half of this run. So there's a slight section once we get down to the bottom of the ridge here, because this is called Hogback Ridge Trail, where it's not as technical and or steep. It's really steep. But anyways, I told the breeder that if they do have any males still from the previous litter, because they still had like a week ago like 3 males available, which I'm guessing they probably not, because they're one of the highest reputable breeders in the nation. But I said if they have any from the old litter, I would take one of them if I had to, if there was no females. So they had actually a fairly large litter in the last litter, but they were all male, which hardly ever happens. Usually they have at least 1 or 2 female in a litter of 6 or so. They had a litter of 9, all males, which is why they had some still available a month ago, because it was such a large litter. Shoes are doing pretty good. I thought I'd feel these rocks through the shoes because they don't have any rock protection, but they designed the outsole well, so you don't really feel any rocks really. Like you'll feel the pressure, but it doesn't go straight through the midsole, the sole and the midsole to, bruise the bottom of your foot, I guess, or whatever. Oh man, I can tell I haven't done any real vert for a while now, because my knees, not really my knees, but I mean the muscle ligaments and the lower quads right around the knee are feeling this. There's no way I could full send it down this. Oh, the sky looks really awesome here. You're high enough that you don't get a lot of light pollution from the city. And the city's not, I mean, again, it's not that big. Ooh, why am I wanted to be pointed down when I was going downhill, but now let's bump it up a bit. And especially if you're looking like to the southwest, it is just absolutely awesome. You get a lot of, oddly enough, a lot of teenagers that come up here at night to do unspeakable things, which, you know, I don't care. I was a teenager once, so I get it. But now I wouldn't want to come up here this time of year because it's freaking cold, especially all the way up top here. Unless there's a temperature inversion. This area is, especially in the winter, like the dead of winter, middle of winter, you'll get a temperature inversion, and so it'll be like minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit down in the city level down in the valley, and then it'll be like 10 degrees up here because we'll get a temperature inversion. Otherwise, it's usually about 10 degrees cooler up at the top versus down in the valley. Okay, so we're gonna go down this way, and try not to slip and fall because this is a lot of loose rock. It looks like some people have been creating their own muddy path, though. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Perpetual Riz. It means a lot, and thanks for the follow. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm only going to be here live for another, I'll probably be 20 minutes when I get back to downtown. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's awesome. And again, thank you for the follow. It means a lot. Oh man, I'm actually impressed I was able to read chat while I was going downhill and not fall on my face without totally coming to a dead stop. And then if I do hit the gym tonight, if there's nobody at the gym, I will probably go live again later on. But I gotta time it right. Especially this time of year when it's a little bit chilly out, so more people are going to the gym. Although everybody should have done their because I go to the gym out at the military base, and everybody should have done their ACFT now, so people won't go hit the gym again, especially now that we're in the holidays. At least for, till March. Well, hello, bubbers. Hello. Can I say hi? Hi. Hello. Yeah.
You're a multitasker.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I got to say hi to the puppers. I wanted to say hi to the first one that went by, but that doggo was on a mission. He or she, I guess. I think knew where the vehicle was and was like, let's go. Which Nessa used to do the same thing all the time. She would, well, and it's kind of my own fault. So I used to, when I brought her up here all the time, we'd always, at the very end, I would race her to the vehicle. Well then, like, you have a leash zones here, roughly a couple 100 yards from the trailhead. Yeah, you're supposed to put the dog back on a leash, which I get, because no matter how well behaved your dog is and disciplined and follows commands and everything, it's not like, most dogs aren't going to be like watching for vehicle traffic or stuff like that in a parking lot. And so I used to put her on the leash. That was my cue. I'd put her on the leash, and then we would race each other back to the vehicle. Well, then she's one of the smartest breeds out there and incredibly intelligent. So she knew as soon as we got to the blue sign, she would be put back on the leash. So she would sprint before we got to the blue sign and then just continue sprinting to the vehicles. And so, I mean, it got to the point where we could be like, quarter mile, half mile out. If she knew we were going back to the vehicle, she'd be like, let's go. So she'd be, 1,000 yards ahead of me because of that. And here you got to be careful, because there is they don't mess around. There's a dog Nazi that realistically they hired the right person for that job. I swear that guy hates dogs. And he patrols around and will give you a citation if you don't have your dog on a leash when it's supposed to be on a leash. I saw him one time darn near take out a little kid in the park next to the college over here, which is a big, huge, wide open park. It's where they do a lot of the little kids soccer games and stuff. There's some softball fields there. Huge, and there's a huge dog park as well. But I saw a lady throwing a softball for her dog, off leash, of course, and dog was incredibly well behaved, listened to all voice commands. I was sitting there, so the dog's just having fun out there chasing a ball. And this guy flipped his lights on because he has like a truck, I don't know, like a Ford Ranger or something. I don't know what kind of vehicle it is. It's not like a huge full-size truck, but it's like a smaller one. But he flipped his lights on, jumped the curb, drove out onto the grass, across the paved path that people run and whatever on. And there was a little kid that was running down that path. And this dude almost hit the little kid to go screaming out there with his lights on and everything on the grass, tearing up the grass to give this lady a citation because her dog was off leash. And I say some completely well-behaved dogs where, they heel really well, not even, 5 feet away from their owners that are off leash when people get back to the trailhead, and he'll just be sitting there waiting for people to come off the trail and give him a citation. Not a warning, nothing like that, like a full-on citation. Instead of, doing something with these either dogs around town that are being neglected and abused, or like stray dogs or whatever that are just wandering around town. Nope, his focus is to give owners citations for the well-behaved dogs. There's one dog that belongs to a house, right next to the trailhead here, like the backyard. It's not a fenced-in backyard, but their backyard is abutting the city park property. And this dog, the owners do not keep an eye on this dog. It's like a little Springer Spaniel, or maybe a Brittany Spaniel, that will run all the way up, bark at people, harass other dogs, all that, up at the trailhead for like 10 minutes before the owner, lady, finally realizes that her dog is off there, and then yells at the dog to come back. And the dog does listen and come back, but it's like the dog is always going up and harassing people up at the trailhead. Yet, all the times I've witnessed this dog doing this, of course, the dog Nazi isn't here. It's like that. Those owners need that's where they need to have a citation, just to maybe get a clue that, how about you either leash your dog, or, I mean, they have an outdoor kennel, like put the dog there. That run is so slow. It's downhill. I'm only doing like 13-minute miles. I was running faster, or almost going as fast uphill in a lot of those sections. Oh well. I'm not out here to break speed records this week. This week is all about slowly increasing mileage. And I use the term mileage loosely because for me it's not really mileage, it's more time on feet. But just increase this week up to about 75 miles. And again, I use that loosely because some of that is probably going to be stationary bike cross training on in the gym, instead of doing a long effort out here. I'm going to break it up and do like a shorter effort, I should say. Not a lower effort, but a shorter effort. Out running around, and then supplement it with some, like an hour on the bike or so in the afternoon, doing some 2-a-days. And I might run 2-a-days too. We'll see. If I don't hit the gym tonight, I will definitely be running tonight, and I will live stream that. So, and hopefully I can get some stuff set up on the stream so that I can try out some new ways of doing this. Hopefully we can get that figured out. Oh, hello, puppers. Can I say hi? Hi. Oh, hello. Oh, you're just a cutie. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Thank you. Oh, I love saying hi to the whippers. We should go. Actually, I should have gone that way. We go this way. We're going to cut down through the neighborhood instead of through Reader's Alley, instead of going back down the way we came. So, and hope that I don't pee my pants, because I have to pee really bad. An outhouse is right here, so I could pee. There's the blue sign for the leash zone right there. Oh gosh dang, we just hit. This is gonna be over a 5K. I'm not used to doing this route and being over a 5K. I wish that I got better cell reception off, like where Hogback was, if you go down that way, there's some really nice trails called Dump Gulch, which I wish I could get a good cell signal just to go that route, because then I can drop down onto the road and take the sidewalk back, get a little bit, even a little more extra miles. This gray house off to the left of us here, not the one on the corner, but the one on this side of it, is the house I was talking about, with the doggo that always misbehaves. Oh, you know what I just noticed, everybody? So when I left here a month ago, and who knows, I mean, I don't know how long they were actually doing the work on it, but at some point, did I miss the trail? No, it's right here. They were doing some sort of renovation or something on the cathedral, and they had some scaffolding on it. So really, they could have started that back in July when I left for Europe. But since I've been gone the last month down in Arizona, I just now noticed that the scaffolding is gone, which I don't know if they got all the work done, because one thing about this time of year is it's hard to do stuff like that when the weather does not cooperate. So, we will go through Reader's Alley here and then jump across the road, take the walking mall back all the way. I really need to blow my nose. Here's the trailer that the bus drags behind in the summertime to shuttles people from here to far into that ridge trail I was talking about for mountain bikers. There's some deer. Oh, there's a bunch of kids. The little playground area across the way over here, so I'm gonna have to change I guess I don't have to change the camera view, because I can always just shine it to the right. But I'm always leery, especially now that I'm on live streaming to YouTube as well, with the VOD hanging out there, which surprisingly my VODs have been getting quite a few views. Crazy that there's a bunch of kids here, because maybe the Head Start program is still here. There used to be a lot of kids here because there was a Montessori school, but that school changed. But I think Head Start is still over here. So, another surprising thing about these shoes is I would not put them in necessarily a commuter shoe category, because to me a commuter shoe is one that you can run on the sidewalks and then run on, use for buffed, less technical trails. These are actually a true trail shoe that it has real aggressive grip, feels good on even the most technical trails. but is somehow soft enough that you can run it on a sidewalk and it's not gonna, kill you either. Wow, that's strange. You never get a car coming down this way. It's like we were just timing all the cars, all the vehicles, every time I need to cross. Oh no, it's not 11 o'clock. It's definitely not 11 o'clock yet. I was gonna say, my tattoo artist is in already. He'll see me run by and know I'm back in town. Which I do have an appointment with him tomorrow morning, so he'll know I'm back in town anyways. But usually I roll in like the night before. I feel like I have some mud on my shoes. I don't want to try and get inside the house. To call and make an appointment and get my van serviced. I can't forget to do that today. Hey, squirrel. Squirrel. Oh, I'd have to go to the burrito place here for lunch today, maybe, or dinner. Who knows? Why are you not working? There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, shoes are muddy. Shoes are muddy. And it's not like it's like sandy mud, so it's just sticking to the inside the treads. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, okay. Well, everybody, that is going to be it for today, or this morning anyways, depending on if I go to the gym or not. Or if I go to the gym, may or may not stream tonight. And see, hit my 20% battery. That's a little strange. Must be cold enough. But anyways, please smash that follow button if you haven't already. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done that, and follow me on my socials. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Love y'all, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye everybody.